Hello and welcome to the 28th edition of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. We're here in Coimbatore at the Kari Speedway for round one of the LGB Formula 4. Perfect conditions, always windy here at the Kari Speedway. Joining me on the track are the two giants of JK Tyre National Racing Championship. On my right, Hari Singh, and on my left, Sunny Kumar. Quickly, starting off with Hari sir. Sir, you've been somebody who's been behind the wheels for the few years, and now you've seen the other side as well for quite a few years now. So tell us how the journey has been, how things have evolved over the last decade or so.
Well, the journey's been just superb. Like you said, I've been behind the wheel of these cars back in the 90s, 92, 93. I remember racing in the Formula, the McDowell 1000, which is now not continued, but the FISMEs and the LGBs are still continuing. So from small grids to grids of 24, 25, racing in the JK Tyre National Championship has come a very, very long way. The tracks have improved. We have new tracks opening. The Kari Speedway is every year putting in new stuff for safety. We have runoff areas, fences, all to improve, the safety of the track and the safety for the participants. It's been a long journey, and I'm proud to be involved with it and be part of it with JK Tyres, which has stood, strongly with this championship. And 28 years is a long, long time. It's time has flown, but we're at 28 years right now.
Well, 28 is indeed a very long time, and we've seen over the few years, we've seen performances, the levels of fitness as well improving.
Yeah, absolutely. The kids, they are exposed to a lot more. They have trainers, they have different machines, gyms, and everything. So all of them, they have their own, setup, how they want to train. They go overseas for training. From here, there's so much now open to them to do with the things that are available to them.
Right. Now, coming to our race director, Sari Kumar. Sari, we've spoken about how things have gone so far in the last few decades. Very quickly from you, what are you expecting this season?
28th year of our JK Tyre National Racing Championship. And this year, the grid is perfect. The rookies are, during the qualifying, they are on the top 4. So this year it's going to be lots of excitement. The racing is going to be exciting, especially when the drivers who are the champions from all these previous years are going to get good competition from the rookies. So let's keep our fingers crossed that this year the races are safe and exciting.
Thank you, Sari. Thank you, Harisa. Thank you for your time, guys. We're expecting a very, very exciting season. We're into round one at the Kari Speedway. As you can see, the cars have lined up. We have 4 Dark Dawns in the starting 4. P1 to P4 has been occupied by Dark Dawn. Remember, Dark Dawn had a 1-2-3 finish as far as the Drivers' Championship is concerned last season. Very quickly, we'll have a word with Mehul Agarwal, who starts at P1. Mehul, finishing in the top 3 last season. What are the plans for this year?
Hoping to better it. It's a good start for the team. It's a 1-2-3-4. Good start for me. Let's see. Hopefully we can maintain it.
And how the preparations have been?
Pretty good, pretty good. M Sport looks very quick, but I think we have the pace to fight with them. So yeah.
All the best. Right, that was Mehul. Very quickly now we'll go to P2. Bala Prasad. Bala finished second in the Drivers' Championship last season. Bala finishing second, starting at P2, hoping for a better outcome this season?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
And how the preparations been?
All good, bro.
Feeling good with the car?
Absolutely.
Right. All right. All the best and go well. And Diljit TS, a former national champion, is in P4. Very quickly, we'll just have a quick chat with Diljit. You can see he's always smiling, is Diljit. You can see the smile behind the helmet as well. Diljit, P4, happy?
Not really. I overshoot in the Mickey Mouse corner, and probably that costed me a lot to come back. And then it was just a 1-lap format. This time it wasn't like 20 minutes or 30-minute session. So you just go out and you just get one clean lap. And if you have a small mistake, and then that costs a lot. So that's why P4. But it's all my teammates in the first 4. So let's hope it's just like we're gonna have a race like how we have on a testing day.
So I think it's very good, dominating from Dark Dawn to be P1 to P4. plans for the season. Happy with the car?
Yes, of course. Yes, I'm happy with the car. Just that first round we didn't get enough time to test or anything, so that's obviously shows up here. And probably by the next round, maybe by tomorrow, not by the next round. Maybe by tomorrow it'll be a lot better.
Thank you so much for your time. Go well. All the best, brother. So now, as you can see, needs a bit more time to get his car in perfect shape. Not very far away from the start of this race. We've got Doc Dons in P1, 2, 3, 4. We've got a couple of former champions as well on the grid in Raghu Rangasamy and Sarosh Hataria. So, and with the mix of rookies along with a lot of professionals, it is going to be a very, very exciting weekend of racing. Handing over to Solomon Perez, who's in the commentary box for this race.
And we were all waiting for this one, the 28 JK Tyre FMSC National Racing Champion 2025 Round 1. Karthikeya Sinha had a good time on the track. He had a very close look at these wonderful machines that we've always been talking about for over the years. With less than a minute to go, it's time for me to quickly jump in to how the grid looks like. It's Mehul Agarwal on P1. Bala Prashad will start on P2. It's going to be Aditya Patnaik on P3. Diljit will start on P4. Dhruv Goswami will start on P5. Avi will start on P6. Further up down the order, it's going to be down Saran Vikram Tamaz on P7. Rahul Rangasamy on P8, then it is Vedu Vishnu on P9, Sarosh Hataria will start on P10, Abhinav Reddy on P11, and Muthia will start on P2, Monith Kumaran will start on P12, Ashok Lal on P13, Ashwid on P14, sub couple of cars are missing, you can see them possibly at the lining up on the pit lane, then it is Arush on P17, Rashi on P18, Yash on P19 and Aditya Topo on P20. And further down the order, Samarth is still struggling with this car. Some of the cars are still waiting to join in the pit lane. Diljit is just outside the top 3 and he can come closer to the wall, may be able to dive into turn number 1. That is going to be a very interesting advantage. Now, the 4 grey cars of Dark Dawn in front, 3 of the yellows are the 4 of the yellow just behind them. We wanted this contest. We wanted this fight. The foes of the Dark Dawn versus the M Sport. Now, 15 laps is about to unveil. The safety car is in position. Everyone in the respective box. And this is the time where all the talking stops and the race will about to begin. The 28 JK FMS National Racing Championship 2025. Remember, we're doing it for 28 years. It's time to find out who will be the champion by the end of the year. It's a good start for Mehul Agarwal, but car number 10, Aditya Patnaik is able to keep him very, very tight as well as they come onto the Lancer 9. Look at the way Diljit coming, trying to stay very close again. One of the M Sports car, Dhruv Goswami, quickly lines himself up. He should be able to move up to position number 4 already, from number 5 outside into number 3 as well. This is a good fight again as we get it on to turn number 4 in quick time. They're coming in for very sleaze outside and into the corner again. Good start by Mehul Agarwal, but he's got to maintain it.
Oh, absolutely. He's got a good start for Mehul, a decent start for Bala Prasad as well. One of the Dark Dons had dropped down to 5th and one of the M Sports has moved up to 4th. So a decent start there as well. We'll have to wait and see. Well, it is car number 10 and that is Bala Prasad, who is leading the race at the moment. Diljit remains in 3rd, and I think it is Mehul who's dropped down to 5th.
He overbraked himself into turn number 7, and this is the time Bala Prasad said thank you very much. And car number 44 has also gone ahead. Dhruv Goswami has also gone ahead of Mehul Agarwal. This is not the way you would want it, but it's 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. Dark Dawn. It's still M Sport at number 4, and we got to look around it. It's the danger man, Rahul Rangasamy. You can see that black helmet just behind them. I love this contest. This is a contest which is going to give me a high blood pressure, but so what? So what it is going to be down there again. Loving the contest already.
I don't think you're the right person to talk about high blood pressure, Solomon. Well, it is a decent start for car number 27 as well. Moving up, that's Dhruv Goswami up to 4th, and I just can say you can just see that black helmet, and you know it's Ragul, car number 99, moving up the order as well. Not a full grid, had about 12 cars start out of 21, but don't be fooled by that. You will see intense action from 1 till 8, 4 Dark Dawns, 4 M Sports, and they will be going at it, will be going at each other. till the very end. Remember, it's a 15-lap race around this Coimbatore Speedway, 2.3 kilometers. And, well, been around for 10 years, the LGB Formula 4 cars.
You know, you like the top speed in this car because you're sitting on ground zero level and you're already taking about 170, 180. And the best part is you can even check your understeer, oversteer. You can even bring the camper down. And the reason why I'm talking about is car number 44. You will find car number 44 literally the nose almost touching the ground, because every driver is able to tune the car the way you want it and they're able to get the maximum. One of them has just almost taken over the track limit. Now, just to go back very quickly into the driver's briefing, very clear lines. You cut the track limit over 3 times, you will be given a penalty. Now everybody was 44 moving on the inside.
That's it. That's Diljit TS making his move on corner number 1, and he moves up to second. And he's now ahead of his teammate. I believe that's Aditya Patnaik, who's down to third. Yes, it is Aditya. Dhruv Goswami remains in fourth. Ragul's down fifth. And decent stuff here from both Dhruv and Ragul. They're continuing to push the Dark Dawns that are ahead of them. But no such problem for Bala Prasad. Remember, finished second in the Drivers' Championship. About half as many points as Vijay Rao got. So Vijay was completely dominant last year, but he's not here this time round. So that's an opportunity for the likes of Bal Prasad and also Aditya Patnaik. And obviously, you can never count out the likes of Raghu Rangasamy out of any contest.
So then let me quickly tell you the fastest lap time belongs to Mehul Agarwal, who is currently at position number 5. He is clocked in 1:17.665. The second fastest is Bala Prasad at 1:17.798. Third fastest is Aditya Patnaik, which is 1:17.882. It clearly augurs that the Dark Dawns have very good speed. But Dhruv Goswami is coming in. Here he drives in on the inside. He should take that position back again. Does he do it? He's brave. But there's a little bit of concern as far as Rahul Rangasamy. The car was weaving, moved to the left and the right. But then he's finally got into some sort of a momentum as to just keep it on. Diljit, in the meantime, sets the fastest, 1:73.62. That means 3 different laps. We've seen 3 different fastest lap time.
It was a good weekend for his team last weekend for a DTS Racing, and he'd be hoping, well, the pupils can do it, why can't the master this weekend? And he is doing it so far, so good for him. He's in second, not far behind Bala Prasad. You can see the Bala Prasad car number 10 taking the race lead at the moment, very closely followed by Diljit TS. And now you have, I believe, Dhruv Goswami, who's moved up to third, with Aditya Patnaik dropping down to fourth. That's a battle, a very close battle right at the top. There is the 2 Dark Dawns who are leading. And there will be, certainly will be pressure coming in from Aditya Patnaik, who's very close behind Dhruv Goswami.
There is going to be an overtaking maneuver by Diljit into turn number 1 to turn number 2. And that should happen again. So he's still trying to get the toe again. Car number 10 trying to break that toe. But this time around, he's not been able to make that bluff come around. But here is car number 44 on the inside. He should be able to go ahead, and he does. He is a master calculator. He knows where you should make that overtaking better. So then, Diljit, the man from Trisho, who's been a former LGB champion, multiple champion, and possibly the rock star of Team Dark Dawn and lead star, is now in provisional lead.
Well, he is certainly leading. I spoke to him and he said he's not 100% as far as the car goes. I think that's not 100%. He'd be very happy when it's 100%.
Karthikeyan, he plays mind games, Karthikeyan.
And I think knowing the character that he is, even if he's 100%, he'll never be happy. He wants a little bit more every time, just a little bit more. There's the GTS, and right now he's pulling it off. He's leading the race by just a margin. He'll be up against Bala Prasad, who's dropped down to second.
That is something that's going to, the stewards are going to watch it again. Track limits. You got to have at least 1 wheel behind that white line. Remember, you go beyond track limits 3 or 4 times again, you will have a penalty which is coming your way, which is about 5 seconds. Car number 10, Bala Prasad realizes that some of the now it's time for Bala Prasad to pay back Diljit, but but Diljit is not close enough to be overtaken. But is this going to come in? This is an interesting battle right at the back as well. So we are looking at a battle between 1 and 2. We are also looking at a battle between Veda Vishnu versus Yash for the fight for the 8th and the 9th.
Going hard on those turns and on those curves are both Diljit TS and Bala Prasad. Mehul would probably be a little disappointed. Solomon starting at P1. He's dropped down to about, if I'm correct, P5 at the moment. So he will not be very, very happy with that. But he's still got a few laps to go. We're into lap number 6. Another light 9 laps after this coming. Braking hard there, Diljit. You can see the smoke coming out of the front left. He's going at it right now. He's got the race lead and he's in no mood to let it go.
I love the way it is. So then if you've just joined us, it's Diljit 1, Bala at number 2, Dhruv at number 3, Aditya Patnaik at 4, it's Mehul at number 5, Rahul at 6, Avi at number 7, Veda is at 8, Yash at 9, and Aditya Top at 10, and then Abhinav Reddy at 11, Monit at number 12, it's Saran Vikram Tamaz at 13, Arush at number 14, Ashok Lal at 15, Sarosh Shatari at 16, Avani at number 17, and well, we've seen our folks around here as Ashwin Wal is at number 19 there. This is where it is looking around. 2 of them at it again.
And it is Bala Prasad now who's making the move on the inside on that start-finish curve, and he's taken that lead away back from Diljit TS, giving him what exactly he dished out. This was the very corner where Diljit TS overtook Bala Prasad, and Bala said, well, don't mind if I do, thank you very much, and he's got his race lead back. Very closely behind the 2 Dark Dawns is Dhruv Goswami. He's not letting go, and he also senses that considering there's that close battle going on now, Diljit making his move on that Mickey Mouse, can he hang on? Well, Bala Prasad does really well to hold on to his line and keep that race lead. He will be watching very keenly Dhruv Goswami, that what's transpiring in front of him. Slightest of mistakes between the 2 Dark Dawns, and that'll give him the race lead.
Yellow will be seen by both the leaders again in the rear view mirrors. So will be Diljit, so will be Bala Prasad. Will have a little bit of tint of the yellows in their side view mirrors for sure. This is where it's going to be interesting. Now Dhruv has to play it smart. He's just following car number 44. He knows he's going to be closing that inside door. He knows that the top 2 cars are going to take advantage of each other. 8 laps to go as the countdown literally comes in. Car number 7 will be lapped again. There is a back marker. I love it when a back marker comes into the mix. Here is car number 44 versus car number 10. He's still able to hold it down again. The toe is there. Here is car number 27 now. Can he dive in on the inside? I've somehow got a feeling that he was not being able to get as much of purchase as he got in the previous lap. He was so close to car number 10, but this time around he's just trying to follow him.
There's Diljit now who's back in the race lead. Very well done by Rashi Shah, who is one of the back markers, allowing the race leaders to move ahead without causing any obstruction. And this is once again, Diljit braking hard. You can see the smoke.
And again, it's the front left. It's the front left, which also happened in the previous lap. Again, he's got to be a little bit careful again. There will be no degradation on the tires. He will still find that grip, but then you are already challenging the grip levels into turns. Now here it is one more time before they start the next lap again. On to the last edges, turn 14, 15 coming in. That is Fayaz, and that's Mega, who's also a racer herself. Fayaz is nervous. Does he look at the timing, or does he look at his driver? On the screen, Dhruv Goswami, here comes car number 10 on the inside. Does he have a little bit of traction? He should be able to turn in very quickly again. It's all about who's going to hit the brake at the end again. Dhruv Goswami tries to move in. He should be able to take the second again, but he evasive route at the moment. It's back the leader position for Bala Prasad. Now Diljit will masterly defend Dhruv Goswami.
I think he's got the experience to do that as well as Diljit. He's done it for over years and years and years. Been involved in that battle between the Dark Dawns and M Sports as well for years. I've seen him I personally seen him for the last 6, 7, 8 years to do the same. And we had the M Sports of Ragul, Vishnu, Keshwalu. They were all having a right crack at each other. And this time it is Ashok Lal who now passes Sarosh Hataria on that corner 1 and 2. Sarosh in car number 42, the owner principal of Ahura Racing himself. And now Sarosh makes his move, trying to get that position back.
That was a classic Sarosh move again. You overtake me, I will take you on the inside. If you go on the straight, I will take you on the outside. Sarosh is the man who never gives up. Yeah, there's a loads of experience again. That's Hari Singh. Multiple. We know him as a Gypsy King. We also have Reman Banerjee, who's also been there as well. We have Sunny Kumar, all having a bird's eye view and giving out one message. And that is Mr. Hari Singh. I hope he's able to say us hi. But then car number 44 now dives on the inside. And he's back in the lead, Karthik, eh?
Well, you'd expect that from him, wouldn't you? Especially on that
Sorry
corner.
to do that. Dhruv Goswami coming on the inside. Can he make it count? Yes, he can. He was waiting for that, but he's cut the curb there again. But Diljit possibly made a master calculation there. He knows he's going to be cutting the curbs. He might as well take the straight line again. What are you going to do if you're a Dhruv Goswami?
Well, he tried, Dhruv, didn't he? He tried his best, but well done to Bala Prasad, blocking that way, making sure he doesn't allow Mehul Goswami that little window to overtake him. Possibly did that for a fraction of a second, but very quickly, Mehul, in fact, Bala Prasad got his second position back. That battle for second and third is really intense, as you can see. Diljit TS now opening up a slightest of gap between himself in the race lead and his teammate in Bala Prasad coming in second. But that is a very good battle. We'll keep an eye out on the two Ahuras there are in one of the mid packs. That is car number 22 of Avni Viravaneni, along with one of the teammates fighting now on the once again on the start-finish straight. Diljit TS comfortably about a second ahead. Now you can see it is the two making the move on the inside. It is Bala Prasad and Dhruv Goswami. Dhruv Goswami this time successfully overtakes him, moves into second. Does Dhruv Goswami, well, he's been waiting for that, trying for that for the last couple of laps, and he's now successfully moved into second position.
Aditya Patnaik and Mehul Agarwal have consolidated 4 and 5. Mehul would like to go at least one position up. Bala Prasad will now try and get a little bit of toe on the back straight again. He already sees him, that there is a sense of try and break as late as possible again. Watch very closely. How late are they going to break? They break really late, but somehow able to come around. In the meantime, the leader now trying to stretch away at least by 4 or 5 car lengths. It's going to be a difficult task for Bala Prasad somehow to try and nip him on the inside into turn number 16 or turn number 1. It's retirement for car number 46. Will that bring the safety car? I hope not. Nityanand Ilumalai from Chennai, from Team Da. Oh my word, the front left again. If I was a front left tire of Diljit, I would cry out in pain, because the number of times the front left has been drifted into the turns and with smoke's been kicked up in the air. It's been crazy enough. Here comes Dhruv Goswami defending as well as trying to break the toe at the same time.
Well, you certainly wouldn't want to be the front left of Diljit TS car. That is for sure. Things would be very, very hot. Is at the knife's edge at times is Diljit TS, and that's the way he likes to race. He's very aggressive when it comes to turns and trying to make as much time as possible. But now you can see Dhruv is now slightly peeled away from Bala Prasad. So Bala Prasad's got a bit of catching up to do. In fact, you have a feeling, you can see the background, there is yellow flag coming out. Hopefully it's just for that corner and not for the entire race. Once again, smoke from the front tires of Diljit TS. This guy doesn't know when to stop. He is going hammer and tongs, trying to defend, and you will have Dhruv Goswami trying to make that move and take the race lead. Can Diljit, with all the experience he has, hold on, going slightly wide there. Mehul on the Dhruv Goswami, in fact, on the inside, but Diljit TS does very well to slam shut that door.
There was a strategy there again. Diljit deliberately tried to show, give him a bluff there. Now he wants to get Bala Prasad as close as possible to Dhruv Goswami. He just wants to delay him a little bit. Mind you, in the next race, Dhruv Goswami is starting on pole position again, taking a race win and then starting on pole position in the next race. That is going to be a double hooray for him. Now, car number 44, he's got to brake late, and he does, and somehow cover the edge. Bala Prasad is close, but not close enough. Car number 99, as we were looking at now, is at position number 6. Avi just behind them in position number 7. But this is the battle for the top third. We still don't know who's going to be the top 3 on top of the podium again. At the moment, car number 44 has it under control.
Absolutely, it is Diljit TS who's leading the race at the moment, closely followed by Dhruv Goswami and Bala Prasad. In fact, they've got 4 dark Dons in the top 5, with the Dhruv Goswami the only exception of an M Sport, Raghu Raghuswamy. Well, he tried hard, got up to 5th, but it seems he's not really very happy, or something's not ticking right for his car, and he's not been picking up the pace. He probably will go back in the pits after the race and try and get those fine-tuning done. That's car number 77, Aditya Topo, the lad from Bhopal, momentarily on your screen. And there you can see once again that battle for first, second and third. First, slightly ahead, but that battle for second and third is intense, with Bala Prasad putting immense pressure on Dhruv Goswami through that final corner of that lap. Once again onto that straight, there is Diljit TS, who's marginally ahead of Dhruv Goswami, followed by Bala Prasad, and then you've got Mehul Agarwal in 4th, and then Saran Vikram is moved up to 5th, with Aditya Patnaik dropping down to 6th. Once again, these are the corners that as a race leader you'd want to be very careful of, because you've got your competitors right behind you waiting for the slightest error and to capitalize on any opportunity that they get.
Dhruv Goswami, son of a doctor couple. Dr. Dhanit will be watching on the ride. He said it was not medicine, it is motorsports that's going to give me the high that we always talk about again. Now, what has the doctor ordered? The doctor has ordered a very good fast lap for Dhruv Goswami. He needs Diljit to possibly make a slight error of judgment into turn one of the left or the right turns, and more importantly, drop down a little bit of pace. So then a mistake from Diljit is what going to get Dhruv Goswami on P1. But then there's a car which has just spun ahead. We believe it is one of the Ahura racing cars that will get out of the way. Here is car number 44 as we begin into the penultimate lap. We are now moving into the last one. This is the time for the hammer to come down. Dhruv Goswami rising from the street circuits in Hyderabad and into the Rookie Cup champion the last year. He's now taking on the LGB champion, Mr. Diljit. Here is car number 9, almost moving into position number 4 and 5. We still have multiple positions changing.
Young lad is Dhruv Goswami, and it's brilliant to see him challenging the likes. And in fact, as we speak, it is Dhruv Goswami who's taken advantage, and Diljit TS has dropped down to 2nd. Will he be able to hang on with the final few corners of this race? Remember, this is the last lap of this race. Diljit TS coming in hard again, but Dhruv does ever so well to defend that. He is still your race leader. Dhruv Goswami waited till the final lap to take the ever so important race lead, and Diljit TS will be mightily disappointed. He had all the experience in the world and still allowed Dhruv Goswami to nick that lead away from him. And well, throughout the race, it was brilliant from Diljit, but one mistake.
It's still knife edge because we still don't. It could be a drag race to the finish line again. Car number 27 has to keep that car, somehow control it and keep it to the center. He does that well. Now he just got to bring it down again. Car number 44 is close enough to the track again. Look at him. He's already celebrating. He says, I know what I'm doing. This is a brilliant work. Team M Sport, you have your man. You have your talent. It is Dhruv Goswami. This is what the doctor ordered and the son delivered.
Absolutely wonderful from Dhruv Goswami. Waited till the very last lap for his opportunity, and when the opportunity presented itself, he took it with both hands. Terrific from Dhruv Goswami, taking the race lead, going on to win. First win of the season for M Sport, first win of the season for Dhruv Goswami. Diljit TS will have to settle for 2nd, will not be very happy with that, and Bala Prasad making it a 2-3 for Dark Dawn. Brilliant, one might say, for Dark Dawn Racing, because they've got numerous in the top 5. In fact, Aditya Patnaik as well, a rookie finishing 4th. Then you got Mehul Agarwal as well in the top 5. So 4 of the top 5 are Dark Dawn. It is the checkered flag that matters, and that has been taken by Dhruv Goswami of M Sport.
It's time for Hari Singh to hand over the trophy to Bala Prasad. What a drive it has been from off the line. They came off with a strategy, but one shot they would always believe. This is Bala Prasad receiving his trophy. Well done indeed. It's time for Diljit to receive the trophy. Well done, Diljit. for bringing in all the contest, bringing in all the wheels there again, and taking the wheels of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is now, the biggest one. Let's put it up together for the winner. Dhruv Goswami from Team M Sport, last year's Rookie Cup winner again, last year's Rookie Champion, and this year challenging the professional, challenging the LGB winners. Nanda receives the Tuner Trophy. Well done, Nanda. Dhruv Goswami, all smiles.
I got a good start, a very good start in the first lap, and I was leading like 2 to 3 laps, and suddenly my, as Diljit said, handling issues. So lap times was dropping. So by the time Diljit and Dhruv had drove well and caught me, finished third.
Was it possibly that the long race pace was missing because your timings were initially much higher, then towards the middle you were trying to somehow stay with Dhruv and then stay with Diljit?
Yes, because of the temperature was so high on the track and the tires got shot up. The lap times was dropping lap by lap. So yeah.
Your left front was really giving a little bit of a trouble.
Yeah, my left front tire was locking up a lot. That's like from the beginning of the race. But yeah, I tried to manage somehow, and it was a good fight between me, Bala, and Dhruv. And obviously, Dhruv had a good pace. And yeah, I was just trying to keep him behind me. But towards the last lap, I tried to make a move on the outside in the Mickey Mouse. But then my car had, we both went a little wide into the corner, and then. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Damage limitations, you did well with what you had.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to sort the car and then we'll come back stronger. We started like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the grid, but not the exact results what we wanted.
This was the boy who won the Rookie Champion last year. You are all smiles, and you were already celebrating when you crossed the line. You had it covered. What is going through your mind?
Throughout the race, it was all about keeping calm and keeping consistent, because it's the toughest grid in the entire country, I would say. So anything can happen. The race is not done until the last lap. Even the move for the lead was made on the last lap.
Dude, you overtook Diljit.
I mean,
he's a former champion as well. Not an easy but a smart move. Did you sense that he will defend on the inside, or it was just a guess?
He moved to the inside on the straight line, so it was pretty obvious what he was going to do. But yeah, I just kept my cool, kept my calm, and just made the move.
So I'm joined by Sarosh Utaria, team owner principal of Ahura Racing, one of the very few teams here that support women in motorsports. But before we get to that, very quickly we'll talk to Sarosh. Sarosh, multiple-time national champion and now a team principal. How's that transition been?
Transition's good. It's something that I always wanted to do, to train drivers to drive and drive hard and drive well, and make sure we have a driver from here get to the echelons of motorsport.
Being a local boy yourself, how much pride does it bring to you to be at the Kari Motor Speedway, have a team like this, and every year you come back here and give it your best?
Yeah, local boy. The last 15 years have been in Coimbatore, but both the MIC and Kari are now home circuits for me, and take a lot of pride being here and teaching here. And when our drivers finish well and do well, perform well here, it is a very proud feeling for us. Yes.
I'll quickly pick on that word, teaching here. You've been a racer yourself, you still are, and now you're mentoring young racers. How does that feel, and are there any challenges that you face during that journey?
Obviously, lots of challenges, hurdles with the kids, because all of them want to just get on the pedal, on the gas, and make sure they're gunning it all the time. But they have to learn how to get the car through the corners and make sure they get a quick lap and pull out consistent quick lap times. And we are working at getting drivers to do that, and that's the challenge we face. But they are getting there as well.
Now we're getting back to that point, supporting women in motorsports. This is something that you've been doing for a very long time. So very quickly, just where did that idea come from, and how do you see this going forward as well in the future?
Okay, good. So I got into racing and motorsport because my mum used to race, and she won the All India Motor Race meet against the men also in 1984 and 85. She finished second the first year, and she won the second year in the Fiats, in the Group N Fiats. And after that, that's when I inherited the insanity and got into motorsport. After that, I was gung-ho about the sport, always wanted to race cars, and then as soon as I got out of school, I started racing, and it's been a forever thing.
So it is in the genes, it's in the DNA, I believe.
Yes, genetic disorder.
Well, thank you, Suresh. Thank you for your time. You can see, always into motorsports. He's had it in his blood from his mother, and he's doing a terrific job, not just with racing himself, but also mentoring young kids and giving women in motorsports an opportunity here in India.
The Lux Life. The lip on the glass. The journeys you make. The roads you take. Beyond the rest. Above the best. Float above. Levitas Ultra from JK Tyre, made for dream machines.
Well, it's time for the second race of the LGB Formula 4 at the 28th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. We're at the Kari Speedway. As always, it's windy, a little bit of drizzle coming down, so that might just make it a little tricky for the racers. Very quickly, we'll have a quick chat with the pole position starters. We've got Dhruv Goswami, who's starting here at P1. Dhruv, wonderful race. The very last lap, you got your opportunity and you capitalized. What are the plans for this one?
It's different conditions compared to the last race, so we'll just learn a bit every lap.
Wonderful. All the best for the race. So, yeah, it does make it a little bit trickier with the rain coming down, but the focus is there for Dhruv Goswami. Moving on now to Mehul Agarwal. Mehul is off dark dawn. Mehul, slight bit of rain coming down, making it a little difficult, or business as usual?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little difficult to control the cars when the track is so damp. But yeah, I think it's just business as usual.
So obviously with a little bit of change in the weather conditions compared to the race in the morning, any change in plans?
No, I think it's going to be it's all wet for everyone. So it's the same, we're all on the same plane. We'll all figure it out when you hit turn one.
Some minor repairs, last minute repairs going on for Diljit. Diljit, first of all, that slight mistake, the last round, cost you the top of the podium. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, we had a problem with the brakes. So throughout the race, from the beginning of the race, my friend left was locking up a lot. So I was just trying to manage whatever I had. I couldn't keep up with Dhruv because his car was pretty good in the in the corners where I had a lot of understeer. So I think we fixed it, and now the track is slightly wet. So that's why I just, as you saw, I was just making some setup changes so that some advantage for this race.
Have a good race. All the best. So that was the GTS focusing on the race. It's back to Solomon in the commentary box as we get up for the start of race number 2 in the LGB Formula 4 category of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship 2025.
Overcast conditions and wet track. And this is time for race 2 at the 28th JK Tyre FMSK National Racing Championship 2025. This is how the grid looks like. There's comp number 27, Dhruv Goswami on P1, Mehul Agarwal on P2, Diljit on P3, Aditya Patnaik at P4, Bala Prasad on P5, Saran Vikram Tamaz is on P6. Further down the order, Rahul Rangasamy, he makes his way back to the grid on P7. It's Monit Kumaran on P8, Sarosh Atari on P9. Good to see him. Comp number 48, Veda is on 10. It's Avi at P11, Abhinav Reddy on P12, Ashok Lal on P13, and Ashmit Agarwal on P14. Avani on P15, Aditya Top on P16. It is Rashi is on P17. It is Yash on P18. And then it is Nityanand on P19. And finishing in the lineup will be comp number 69, Arush on P20. And this has been one of the longest grid, as a lot of cars had to face a lot of technical difficulties and technical hurdles in trying to get the car up because the conditions have been changing. How are the conditions now? The track is wet. It just rained for about 40 minutes. And being Kari the Motor Speedway, this 2.3 kilometer track, I must say it's quite aerated and the drainage system is fabulous on this track. And in no time, we will be racing on the race day. This is the 28th JKT FMC National Racing Championship. The guides are gone. Dhruv Goswami has a decent start. Mail is still with him. He's able to go on. Diljit also has a much better start again. We got to get to turn number 1. Dhruv Goswami lines up the turn again, gets the most of the braking done again. But Mail Agarwal tries to stop him to brake early. But it is Dhruv Goswami somehow is able to muscle his way to up to turn number 3 right now. They're still following him again. He's got to close on the inside. He tries to literally navigate that car into that distance. Now goes over to turn number 5 and turn number 6. This has been a good starting opening lap by him. Up to turn number 7 and 8 in quick time. Now he's already picked up a little, at least half a car length right now. He's got to somehow close that gap over there, and he does that smartly because he's got to attack and defend at the same time. Exits turn number 11 and 12. This has been an absolute good demonstration of how do you keep fast cars at bay.
Absolutely wonderful start there from Dhruv Goswami. But for a moment, did you catch that? There was a little signal coming in from Mayur Agarwal while driving, signaling to Diljit TS to take the right side. So it's not just about an individual race. They're hunting in a pack right now. Now the lads from Dak Dawn, Mayur on that Mickey Mouse turn, signal to Diljit TS, you go to the right, I'll go to the left and try and see which one of us can find that gap and move ahead.
On your mirrors, he wants to see completely silver cars that are coming. Car number 44 comes in. Dhruv Goswami sees his bluff. And mind you, Dhruv is a very street smart racer. What a talent this boy has been. It was at the JK Tyre street race in Hyderabad. He got in his own. It was a new phenomenon that he literally arrived. He kind of understood that this is where he comes in. So here we go. It's all the way coming down again. It is Dhruv Goswami number 1 and Diljit number 2. As we see Mayur Agarwal now claiming into the number 3 now. This is going to be coming again. And now we see car number 44 coming on the outside. Now, oh my word, this is coming together of car number 66. Are we going to see a safety car?
Well, that seems to be the end of the race for two of the racers. One's an M Sport and one is an Ahura racing car. And I told you it is coming down, so it will be a little bit trickier for the racers.
And we are looking down. Oh my word! I just wish we can get a little bit of that replay one more time.
That's Vedu Vishnu, car number 48 on your screen for a moment now. In the meantime, we're back with the front runners. It is Dhruv Goswami who's leading. Hands up from Diljit TS. There might be a yellow flag. Yes, there should be a yellow flag. The safety car has been deployed. 13 laps remaining, so no more overtaking. And this might just give a chance to some of the mid-packers to try and make a move once the safety car goes out. There you can see on the right of your screen, safety car and yellow flag, both signs. So that means no more overtaking allowed for this time. And if we talk about the other car that was involved, it was, if I'm correct, car number 66 that was involved. That was Ashwit Agarwal, the lad who comes from Mumbai in that crash. Well, you might be young, you might be experienced, but it does become very tricky when the rain starts to come down. And we've seen so far, very, very mature performance from young Dhruv Goswami.
Sorry, I kind of got distracted with the look and the awesomeness of this particular track again. It's the windmills on the other side, car number 69 you just spoke about, and the beautiful cars here again. With the rains coming in the ground, there is green all over. That's the hills that we were talking about. That's the coconut groves. Then there's the windmill on the background again. What really happened out there? Let's have a quick look. So then somebody just turned into that corner just a little bit quickly. He was trying to get the braking done and completely unsighted. Car number 48. It has actually no way to go again. Vedu Vishnu, I'm glad he's okay at the moment.
Well, he was running into traffic and straight away headed into Ashwit Agarwal's car. That was car number 66. In the meantime, car 69 we spoke about. That was Arush as well. And there you have it. That's Veda Vishnu, car number 48. He's back in the pits. Will he rejoin? I'm not very, very sure. And that is Arush's car from Avalanche Motorsports, the lad who comes from Hyderabad. And there you can see once again the bird's eye view of the beautiful Kari Motor Speedway here in Coimbatore. The safety car has now picked up speed. And the racers have dropped their speed, so that's a clear indication that the safety car will dive down into the pits and we will see a racing action resume. The restart here, Solomon, will be very, very interesting.
Dhruv is playing naughty and he does. This is very smartly done. Nobody expected him to go so fast in turn number 11 and 12. He is literally toying with Diljit now. Diljit is now up to speed. He is really following it up all the way again. Everybody is racing. But remember, you cannot make an overtake till you start, till you cross the checkered line. The checkered line is going to come in less than 5 seconds. Here it comes. That's the checkered line. You can start overtaking now. You can start attacking right now. But Dhruv Goswami, what a good start under the safety car. Diljit again having a problem with his front left.
I think Sharan Vikram's also moved up a few places. In fact, he's moved up to 4th now as Sharan Vikram with Diljit TS in 2nd, closely followed by Mehul Agarwal in 3rd. And we'll have to wait and see. Will with the rain now, I think, slowing down, and in fact, it's even stopped for a while. Will the track dry up? How long will that take? And how it will affect the conditions? That's Ashwit Agarwal's car who's involved in that collision a few moments ago that we saw, where we had Veda Vishnu coming and was stalled there, and he had come in and hit him head on. Although both of them are fine, but they're back in the pits.
This is going to be very interesting. Rahul Rangasamy at number 7, Sarosh at number 6, Aditya at number 4, and Saran Vikram Tamars. Now, Sarosh versus Rahul Rangasamy, that's a battle that has gone on for years together. They wouldn't mind living it down one more time. Yes, Sarosh has the edge at the moment, but look at him. Saran Vikram Tamars is somehow holding back again. The closest battle that we are having right now is the battle somewhere between the 4th, 5th, and this is the battle. This is the battle behind them. That is car number 76, Aditya Patnaik leading the charge. Saran Vikram Tamars on the outside. He breaks really late again, but Aditya Patnaik is able to carry the grip into that corner. Dhruv Goswami still stays the lead. Mehul Agarwal in the meantime sets the fastest lap time, 1 minute 16.816. In the meantime, Sarosh has possibly got past Aditya Patnaik, or has he got past Saran Vikram Tamars? We will come to that in just a bit. Dhruv Goswami is kept busy. Look at the way Diljit is able to get a very good exit in from turn number 9. He's still following him through again. Now they got to be a little bit careful. Here is Sarosh Ataria. And now we're looking at car number 27 again. Multiple battles everywhere.
Absolutely, there's a battle going on for 1st and 2nd, battle going on for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. There's that little group in the mid-pack fighting it out. LG TS for a moment there wasn't very happy, had his hand up while he was chasing Dhruv Goswami, and there's Mehul Agarwal comfortably moving into 3rd. Once again, the front left blocking up, a little bit of smoke coming through as it goes slightly wide, does Dhruv Goswami, but all's well. At least one of his tires was inside the track, so that's not going to be a problem for him. Now through that straight on the start-finish line, straight away, it is Dhruv Goswami who continues to lead. Diljit TS closely behind him. Now you can see that's the battle going on between Saran Vikram, Sarosh Ataria, and now have a feeling Raghu Rangasamy will also be getting involved in that mix. You saw some of the team members of the other teams waiting eagerly, looking on as the race continues. So far, we've had 5 laps in this race. It is Dhruv who is leading comfortably, although hot on his heels is Diljit TS, and you'd expect that. I think we're probably having a replay of the previous race when we had the 2 Dark Dawns leading and Dhruv Goswami was chasing the pack. This time round, it's Dhruv Goswami who's leading. You've got the couple of Dark Dawns who's chasing them, and we'll certainly be hoping, like there was a slight error from Diljit TS that allowed Dhruv to take the checkered flag. maybe this time it will be the other way round as well. Now then, coming through that corner once again, the final corner of yet another lap. He's starting to extend that little lead of his Dhruv Goswami. He's about good a second and a half faster than Diljit TS. Battle going on between Diljit and Mehul as well. In the background, you see car number 76, and that's Aditya Patnaik. He's ahead of Saran Vikram. And now Raghu Rangasamy there on the inside, makes his move and overtakes Sarosh Ataria. Raghu Rangasamy, car number 99, moves ahead of Sarosh. Sarosh will not be happy about that. And in fact, Sarosh is now sandwiched between Raghu and car number 10. That's Bala Prasad, who finished in the finished second, I believe, yes, in the Drivers' Championship last season. That's another great battle going on between the 5th, 6th and 7th as Dhruv Goswami goes through that corner once again, unchallenged, but still a lot of focus there. I spoke to him before the race and I said, any change of plans? He said, just focus and keep driving.
Diljit, Rahul Rangasamy, Sarosh Hataria, these are the people that we got to look up to. They are the guys who are bringing in new talent to motorsports. They're also bringing in, and Dhruv Goswami has so much of fight. I would use the word fight. I mean, heated conversations with Rahul Rangasamy, like, am I to be on the inside line always? Can I take the outside again? The kind of conversations that you have in your pit is what makes you a very good racing driver. A quick point, the organizers of this event, you look at the kind of stalwarts we have. We'll come to that. Car number 44 getting challenged as we see in the background. Will Mehul Agarwal be able to pick up space? That's what we're going to be looking at now as we see them coming in quick time. Just to come back onto that word again, you look at the kind of people who are part of this organizing right now. You have Hari Singh, who's a multiple rally champion. We also know him as he also takes care of the JK Tyre operation. Then you have Raymond Banerjee, multiple years of experience as far as racing is concerned. We also have Mr. Patina as well. We also have JP. Some of them have a lot of experience just to come back again.
For a moment there, Mehul Agarwal had overtaken Diljit TS and Diljit took that pace back. But once again, Mehul is challenging him. This time it's a battle between the two Dark Dawns for second and third. And you can see Dhruv Goswami is just moved ahead of the two, and he's opened up a bit of a gap, about good close to 3 seconds between himself and the two Dark Dawns of Diljit TS and Mehul Agarwal.
You know what? This is an absolute biller for him. Coming up at 27, Dhruv Goswami is going to relish this. 2 race wins, and with 8 laps to go, let's make that 7 laps to go. The fight just at the back. Saran Vikram Tamaz falling Bala Prasad for the fight for the 5th and the 6th. Here's Mehul Agarwal. He moves up to position number 2 finally. Mind you, Mehul Agarwal is also the fastest on the track. He is the fastest on the track, and Diljit is going to pull in the Akatra again. Saran Vikram Tamaz and Aditya Patnaik having their own battle along with Bala Prasad as well. The long battle is still drawing on. Dhruv Goswami, still your race leader. And this Mehul Agarwal will have to extend that lead on car number 44. Are they going to use each other's toe?
Well, certainly there is that battle going on for second and third, while no such problem, no challenges at all for Dhruv Goswami at the moment. He's comfortably leading. So there's 2 battles we can see. One is second and third, and then there's a battle going on for 4th and 5th as well. And that's between Aditya Patnaik and Saran Vikram. That's happening for the 4th and the 5th position. Right now, we've locked into battle for second and third, and it is Mehul Agarwal who's leading ever so slightly. Once again, smoke blaring out from Diljit TS's car. Once again, the front left locking up a bit. And now you can see through that straight finish line once again. Look at that gap. Look at the gap that's comfortably built up by Dhruv Goswami, the lad from M Sport. Got the race win earlier today. And now there's a challenge, an attempted challenge coming in from Saran Vikram onto car number 76. That's Aditya Prakash. Although just could not manage on that occasion. Remember, had two race wins. Then the last round of the last edition, Saran Vikram came storming back, although he missed out in the top 3 of the Drivers' Championship by a solitary point.
There is a very good battle between Rahul Rangasamy and Bala Prasad for the 6th and the 7th position. We will come to that. But these are the guys. Oh, car number 76. This is drift and turn at the same time. Aditya Patnaik has been taught well. Saran Vikram Tamaz was a component of this one. Drift and turn at the same time. So you get most of your turn done before the corner comes in. Slow in, fast out. That's the word. Fight between 9 with now this is Saran Vikram Tamaz. Just behind them is a battle between Rahul Rangasamy versus Bala Prasad for the fight for the 6th and the 7th. It's a very close one. This is the fight for the 2nd and 3rd. Now just before them is the 4th and the 5th and 6th versus the 7th. You can see that around. This is the battle that we're looking at. Car number 10. Watch Rahul Rangasamy break us late. He's going to come in any moment again. Is he going to come on the outside or inside? He follows him at the moment again. Decides that he's got to follow him through again. It could be in turn number 3. He's going to possibly dive into that inside. Bala Prasad constantly looking at his mirrors to make sure that he's able to put that car in that turn where Rangasamy does not want to see him. He's going to follow through now. And Bala Prasad is now using his straight line to try and just shake him off a little bit. He's still there, hanging on again. Watch out for turn number 11, because this is where you can break as late as possible. This time around, car number 10 has stretched it even further. But 9 and 44 are still very much at it.
Take him off. You can't shake Rahul Rangasamy off. That's something that two things you cannot use in the same sentence, because Rahul will continue to come. He will keep going and going. We know, we've seen that for years and years. And now, well, that's Saroj Hataria there, car number 42. Saroj Hataria involved with Avi Malavali from Bangalore. That's probably the end of the race for the local lad, Saroj Hataria. Let's see what happened here. He was coming in on the inside line, was Avi, and just ramming into Saroj's car. Saroj got his hands up saying, "What are you doing?" Now, he's clearly very, very frustrated, is Saroj, and that probably is at the end of the race for him. Or is he back? No, they're still parked right in the middle of the track, and well, we probably will have the safety car. The recovery crew will get into action as Mr. Abid Jingan taking care of the recovery part, and Saroj clearly very, very disappointed at how things have turned out for him.
There was no space to make that overtaking maneuver happen again. And Saroj Hataria was right in calling that a very incorrect move. There was no space even for one wheel to put it again. I'm sure he's going to take him on the sides and maybe have a chat again, because he's a racing driver as well as a racing coach as well. You got to learn from that experience. Avi will have to just calm down and just hear in the basics. Sometimes in the rush of things, we kind of try to push the car into places where it doesn't belong. There was absolutely no place for car number 11 there, but he's going to learn.
This is something that the likes of Diljit TS and Mehul Agarwal will not mind, because with the safety car now out, whatever lead that Dhruv Goswami had built up about good 3 to 4 seconds, that's gone, that's evaporated. And once again, how clever he is with the start, Dhruv Goswami, we'll have to see. But you can see the recovery crew getting on the job very, very quickly. And I think the safety car will try and go as slow as possible to make sure that not too many laps are lost. We are into lap number 13, 12 are gone, and Dhruv Goswami is leading. Unfortunately, the end of the race for Saroj Hataria and Avi Malavali.
Dhruv Goswami has about a little over 2 laps to go now. So in 2 laps, we are entering, we got 3 more laps including this one. So which means that in less than 3 laps, they got to somehow clear the debris, clear the cars. As Hari is saying, also possibly watching, saying, where was the space to make that overtaking maneuver? There will be a little bit of a debrief for sure. It's Dhruv Goswami on number 1. And it is Diljit at number 2, Mehul at number 3, and Aditya Patak at number 4, Saran Vikram Tamaz at 5, Bal Prasad at 6, Rangasamy at number 7, Monit at 8, and Ashok Lal at 9, Abhinav Reddy at 10, Aditya Topo at 11, Yash at 12, Avani and Rush were classic at 13 and 14. Now this is retirement for them.
Now we were talking about how Dhruv Goswami was the sole leader, and then you had, we'll get back to that, you can see fuel leak as well there on the track, and a puff of bit of mud has been put down there. That certainly looks like that's come out of Saroj's car.
And could be the radiator as well. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of while to clean that out again. But then what they're going to do is they might as well put out 2 yellows on the turn before, so that then it becomes easy for the guys to come around it. The lights will come off the safety car in this lap. So then they managed to clear it again. You can see the slippery flag just been put behind us again. So safety, caution is paramount. Safety, caution is paramount. Car number 9.
You can see the frustration there from all of them.
Dhruv Goswami has done it not 1 in 1, but done it 2 in 2. He's got everybody napping. He's got everybody napping in. There is some confusion which has happened. Dhruv Goswami said, you guys figure it out while I go take the checkered flag. Look at him go. And he started off well. He called the bluff. He knew what was happening around it. It's a red car that's holding back the silver cars. This is going to be interesting now as they cross the line. Here we go, folks. This is where it all come around here again.
Now then, you'll see the silver arrows coming in very quickly. It is LGTS who's off the blocks, coming on the inside, taking second position, going slightly wide on that turn on the right. But LGTS manages to take the second place, keep the second place, followed by Mehul. Then you've got, oh my word, there's a contact between Mehul and Aditya Patnaik, the 2 Dark Dawn team members. Little contact, not
And
too much
Saran was
damage.
there as well.
And not too much damage done though, luckily for him.
And this Saran Vikram was just on top of him again. He literally tried to go over the curb again. And he somehow managed to control that again. What just happened there? Look at the way as Saran Vikram Tamaz was able to put it again. Are we going to see that yet another kind of work around here again? This is Tristan Dhruv Goswami. Oh my word, I'm seeing a safety car board right at the back again. So that means there is another incident on the track. So we've got the safety car back. Now, car number 7 is going to be possibly called for a different brief. Rashi Jitendra Shah literally held back the leaders. That is Diljit, Mehul, Aditya Patnaik and Saran Vikram Tamaz.
That could have been very, very different, although I must say it was a very good restart for Dhruv Goswami. Very clever from that young man, and that is car number 57 of K. Abhinav Reddy. That's there on the side, on the left of your screen, and that's the reason why the yellow flags and the safety car is out. This is the last lap, so it will finish like this. Remember, no overtaking allowed. Final lap behind the safety car. What a shame, Solomon, what a shame, because we were having what a cracker of a race. Battle for 1, battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th, 6th and 7th. There was battles, different battles going on throughout that grid. But in the end, it's the safety car that comes out and just takes that little bit of edge away from what a fantastic race this has been. Dhruv Goswami leading, Diljit TS second, and it is his teammate Mehul who will be coming in 3rd.
In any script that we would have possibly written down, we would have never said Team M Sport are going to win 2. And Dhruv Goswami was right up there, but he's really changed the script. Dhruv Goswami is a much matured, rising talent again. It's like what Arya Singh was when he came into Dark Dawn, and the lovely talent that he's able to. There's a lot of similarities and familiarities between both these kids again. That the kind of exuberance they bring to racing, the new talent, it just opens up the entire grid. The biggest thing is right now, Dhruv Goswami is going to finish the race under safety flag. Team M Sport have done it. What really happened out here again? That is Abhinav Reddy hitting the wall. But thankfully
You
he's
can
okay.
see in the background, that's where the spin happened for Abhinav, and also one of the competitors coming straight through that barrier wall. And it all happened at the restart. Now the safety car has gone down to the pit lane. Celebrations have already begun for young Dhruv Goswami. 2 out of 2 for M Sport. 2 out of 2 for Dhruv Goswami. Diljit TS settles for 2nd. And Mehul Agarwal will have to be happy with the 3rd. Very, very clever from Dhruv Goswami. Excellent racing, excellent tactics, excellent control, and one might say brilliant focus as well from this young lad, Dhruv Goswami. Goswami, who comes all the way from Bangalore.
With me is the man who's got it in 2 and 2. When the race weekend possibly started through, Goswami, if somebody had said or somebody told you you got to win 2 race wins, would you have believed it?
I would have found it hard to believe it, but yeah, the pace was there. So I was like really confident going into the race as well. It was damp during the start, so it was really tricky, like, finding the right braking point and the acceleration point. But throughout the race, it kept drying up, and after that, I just found my rhythm, and the car felt really good. I just want to, yeah.
This is the man who was your rookie champion last year, and today he's got 2 race wins. Let me just walk up to Mehul. Mehul, I know it's been one difficult weekend, but then we're not giving up, are we?
No, not at all. I mean, my car was pretty quick till qualifying. Then I think we developed an issue. Still happy to be here with that. So doing the best for the team.
We did see with Diljit's cars with the front left. Was it also your front left, a little bit of understeer somewhere?
No, for me it was actually mid-corner to exit oversteer. My car is just like losing out on traction. As you can see on every exit, Dhruv is just pulling away. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm happy to be here. It's the best we could do.
You are at the 28th JK Tyre FMS National Racing Championship. We are at the Kari Motor Speedway. This is the home of motorsports.
The biggest stars have lined up for this team, the likes of Sandeep Kumar, Ashwin Datta, Tijal Rao, and now the stars in Diljit TS. Bala Prasad, Mehul Agarwal, along with Nitya, are lining up for this team this year. We're talking about none other than Dark Dawn. And we've got the dawn of Dark Dawn Racing here with us in the studio, Afzal Riaz. Afzal, thank you so much for joining us. Very quickly, how delighted are you with the results of last year?
Yeah, last year's result, we wanted to achieve the result for a very long time, like 1, 2, 3 in the championship. A lot of years we tried it, and we always end up with 1 or 2 or 1 or 3. So last year was a dream come true after a long time, where we totally clean washed, like, I don't know how to say, 1, 2, 3 in the championship. I was very happy, and the whole team was really happy. And I think it was the 10th year of the championship, and we take it forward from there to this year.
Interesting you say 10th year, and there's a saying, it's easy to get to the top, but it's very, very difficult to stay there, to maintain that elite standard, that level of being champion after champion every year. And your team has seemed to make a habit of it, a good habit, mind you. Your thoughts about that?
Yeah, it's very difficult to maintain the top spot and every year continuing the same thing. What we do is usually we make sure that every year we have a R&D where we do proper development and stuff, and the drivers, we put them there, and most of the drivers who do the last year championship, we make them coach the new drivers, and that's how we take it forward.
It seems like it's a proper plan that you have. I believe if somebody is the champion for one reason or the other, they might not be part of the team next year. For example, Ashwin went to the States for his education. Tijal there was a defending champion. He won the championship last year. He's not here. Is there any specific reason why?
The specific reason, I have a policy. Once a champion is made, we don't give him a drive again. So I want to make a different championship every year, the champions. So that's what we are doing from past 10 years. So if you go and see the 10 years, all are different champions. That's how.
Now let's talk about the future. First of all, this round and moving into other rounds and the end of the season. What are your targets? What are your plans and expectations?
A plan and target is very simple. Win the championship, or win most of the races in the thing, or go on the podiums, collect as many points and win the championship, and do the same thing what we did last year.
So hoping for as many trophies as last year, or maybe
more.
Wonderful. Thank you, Afzal. Thank you for your time.
Thank you
that was Afzal Riaz, the team owner principal of Dark Dawn Racing, and he certainly is in no mood to give up on that winning spree. Champions from last season, as far as the team's concerned, a 1, 2, 3 for dark dawn drivers as well, and they're targeting more of the same this year.
ये रास्ते ना खत्म हो दिल में यही अरमान है इंसान है हम इस बात की ये रास्ते पहचान है ये रास्ते ना खत्म हो दिल में यही अरमान है इंसान है हम इस बात की ये रास्ते पहचान है देखो हमें हम चल पड़े किस जुनू किस शान से जन्नत नुमा कश्मीर से आसाम के बागान से दिल्ली का लहड़पन लिए यूपी के खलिहान से महाराष्ट्र से गुजरात से कर्नाटक से राजस्थान से तब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से जय हो विजय हो राम हो प्रवाह हो नाम हो नवीन हो देश हो विदेश हो जेके हो जब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से जय हो विजय हो जब हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से
जेके टायर देश का टायर
Right then, we are almost a few minutes away, getting ready to the start of race 3 in the LGB Formula 4 category here at the Coimbatore Speedway in the 28th edition of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. As you can see right behind me, we've got 3 beauties, 2 on the sides and 1 in the middle, and that's the Basalt Citron. That's the safety car, and driving the safety car is none other than Sanam Sekhar. Sanam, as we all know, he is the Drift King, is Sanam. Recently, he put up a Guinness World Record for the highest altitude drift in Umingla, in the high reaches of Himalaya. Sanam, thank you for taking your time out and talking to us. Quickly, just tell us about that event where you set the world record.
Honestly speaking, just settling, and I still need to absorb, and it's still settling that we've achieved it officially.
Okay, and well, it must be very difficult, you know, to switch from getting that drift world record to driving a safety car. Difficult for you to control your urges.
Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, I hope my car doesn't come out much, because when this comes out, it means that there's an incident on the track. And we want everybody to be safe, and we don't want any incidents happening on the track. So I hope I don't happen to come out.
And we've seen throughout the morning, right now the sun is belting down, but there have been waves of little drizzle and rain coming as well, and that makes things a little tricky on the track, and that is where the safety car is of paramount importance. Just tell us about how big the role safety car plays.
It basically will control the pace for the race. That also means that we get time for recovery, and in case we need to have anybody giving in medical assistance, we can do that. So safety car basically will take care a lot of things unsaid at this point.
Right. Just tell us some few things about the beautiful car that you're driving, the Basalt Citron.
This is a Citron Perfect. I like the brakes on this actually a lot. I mean, I was not expecting them to be that nice, but they're really good.
Wonderful. Hopefully, we will not be seeing you on the track during the race. Yeah, but
I don't want to do my job. I want to, but yeah, hopefully you don't see me.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, and have a good race.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Right, so that was Sanam Sekhar, the Drift King, who's just set the world record of the highest altitude drift, driving the Citroen Basalt as the safety car here at the 28th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. Well, we'll be hoping that his services are not needed in the race with the sun now coming out, but you never know. This is Coimbatore. The weather can change instantly, and if the rain does come down, then they could become a little tricky, the track, hopefully. But we've got experienced campaigners on the race grid, and they will be looking to use that entire experience as well. So yesterday we saw it was a Dark Dawn 1, 2, 3, 4, but today it is an M Sport 1, 2, 3, 4 on the grid, and it is Dhruv Goswami who's starting at P1. Dhruv, wonderful first two races for you, getting the checkered flag, hoping for the same today?
Yep, just keeping my cool, head down and focus.
Head down and focus. Brilliant. And worried about the weather? Although the sun is out now, but initially it was raining, the track might be a little damp?
On the outlap, it wasn't that damp. It should remain the same for the entirety of the race.
Wonderful. All the best. Looking to make it 3 out of 3. So that was Dhruv Goswami, who's won the first two races of the LGB Formula 4 category, and he is simply putting my head down and keeping the focus and trying to make it 3 out of 3. Now, you got Yash here starting at P2. Yash, big opportunity for you starting at P2?
Yeah, it is. So, yeah.
And what can we expect from you in this race?
Yeah, I expect great things from myself, so I'm just going to put my head down and drive for now and see where I end up.
All right, wonderful. All the best and have a good race. Once again, keeping my head down and getting on with action. I think that seems to be the motto of M Sport. And now moving on to P3, and it's none other than the experienced campaigner, someone who's been a multiple national champion, Raghu Rangasamy here. Raghu, good to see you in the top two rows. What is the plan for the race today?
It's a long race. It's a 20-lap race. I think it's going to be pretty interesting because we have a mixed breed of fast drivers, no it's rookie drivers. So I'm looking forward to a good and healthy competition. That's about it.
The two races earlier, the results not going in your favor. Anything that you would want to improve or change in this race?
Nothing. We just had some issues, but I think it's been sorted. So I think we should be back in pace for this race. Yeah.
All right, all the best. Have a good race. So that was Raghu Rangasamy, the former national champion, starting at P3. So it's an M Sport P1, M Sport P2, M Sport P3. As you can see, an M Sport P4 as well. Moments away from the start of this race in the LGB Formula 4. Race number 3 coming your way from the Coimbatore Speedway in the 28th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship.
The 28th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship 2025. This is round number 1. And we are getting in pictures, all the happy faces here. They're all about waiting for the race to start. This is race number 3. That's Afsar along with his family there. Can he defend the crown one more time? Or are we going to see another Dhruv Goswami, another man, Rahul Rangasamy, who would possibly create an upset? So race number 3 can definitely go anywhere. Without further ado, let's quickly get into the grid that as it looks like. Dhruv Goswami starts on P1. Yash will start on P2. Rahul Rangasamy on P3. Veda will start on P4. At P5 is Avi. Aditya Patnaik is on P6. P7 is Bala Prashad. Diljit will start on P8. And it's Mehul Agarwal on P9. Saran Vikram Tamaz on P10. Abhinav Reddy on P11. It's P12 for Srinivasan. It's Arush Ataria down at P13. And further down the order, it is P15 for Ashwita Agarwal, P16 for Aditya Topo. Avani is on P17. Arush is on P18. Nityanand P19. Rashi is on P19. P20, I beg your pardon. And Samarth finishing in the lineup with 21 cars on the grid. The top 8 have been reversed from race 2. So if you are Diljit who won previous race, you will start this race on P8. It just brings a very strong affirmation and very intense moments on the grid. As we look at Rahul Rangasamy, he will look to defend the Dark Dawn and give Dhruv Goswami a clear line of the run as far as the start is concerned. Wonderful machines which have really driven around for decades now, and they have over a decade these machines, and each of these machines, when we're talking about the over 1,300 top speed, over 170 to 180 roll cages, 5-point speed harness, manual gearbox. In simple words, the most economical single-seater racing in the entire world. Welcome to the 28 JK Tyre FMSA National Racing Championship. This is round 1 and we are at race number 3. We're going to be getting down very quickly as far as the timing is concerned. One more time, if you've just joined us, it's the M Sport that has crowded the top 4 grid along with Dhruv, Yash, Rahul Rangasamy, who makes his way back to the track along with Veda Vishnu in car number 48. As Karthikeya was out there, the conditions are changing and now we have a fairly dry race.
Every minute with the sun belting down, the rain is now stayed away. Hopefully for the next 20 odd laps, the rain does stay away and the track is dried up. Slightly damp at a few positions, but as you can see, 20 laps, that'll allow the racers ample time to try and make their way up the grade. For the likes of Diljit TS, who started at P8, he will have the opportunity to move up. Although, and it's great to see Rahul Rangasamy as well starting at P3. It's an M Sport P1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yesterday we saw a Dark Dawn 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've got an M Sport 1, 2, 3, 4.
Afsar was very clearly telling you that he's here to make a fight of it and here to glean in the contest. So then the last car is going to come into the block. Safety car is in its place again. Somebody is waving their hand. There is going to be an extra formation lap. 20 laps of the race. Will that bring it down to 19? Or will we continue with 20 now? There is going to be an extra formation lap. Dhruv Goswami answers the call and goes again. Oh, car number 48 has a problem as well. Veda Vishnu is stuck. Somebody will have to get him a little bit off the line. Maybe just get him a little bit of a push off the line and he's able to start that. A little push off the line should be able to help. One of the head marshals, Shri, just jumps to the rescue again. Must confess, the recovery team along with the marshal team have done a fab job to try and get this again. The families are out here, the kids are out here. They all are out here to have a look on the race at the 28 JK Tyre FMSA National Racing Championship 2025.
Stalling there was Veda Vishnu's car. We saw him for a moment. Car number 48, Veda Vishnu of M Sport, not getting off to a proper start.
We're going to go in for an extra formation lap now as a couple of cars stopped. In fact, 2 of them. One of them managed to start. Doesn't look like car number 48 is going to start. Nope. He's been quickly brought into the pit lane again. They're going to quickly check and find out. So then, Dark Dawn has already sounded off a warning. You caught her with Afsar a while back.
Right, and also you see this, the engineering and the mechanical team is now trying to get the car running, and hopefully if they go, the race driver Vedu will be able to join right at the back of the grid before the start of the race, although it doesn't seem like it. You saw his reaction there just a moment ago. He's just banging his fist at the steering wheel, so that tells you he's not very happy about things. And well, straight away what you can see is
I do believe he can still make a pit lane start, just that the starter didn't come off the last time around. He was able to come in. I think they should be able to fix it in quick time. The hinges are coming in. They're quickly trying to check it out again, maybe tighten the battery a little bit, and then give him a pit lane start, how many ever number of laps. Well, all the talking now has come down to this now. We are about to start race number 3 of the LGB Formula 4. This is the place where we race champions. Tijal Rao is now moving into the Indian Racing League. We saw him earlier, but this time it's time for us to identify who's going to win this one with 19 laps about to go. As we say, off we go when the red lights go. It's all about the start. Red lights are off. Car number 27, Dhruv Goswami has a good start. Rahul Rangasamy has a much better start. Diljit is also off the line in quick time. Car number 9, Mehul Agarwal is trying to follow car number 99 as he just tries to get past the traffic again. It's 3 yellow cars in the front, but a Dark Dawn car sneaks in and comes up to number 4, already trying to pull in to break in the shuffle again. Dhruv Goswami runs away to the distance as Rahul Rangasamy and the folks try to defend as they come on the outside. This is going to be interesting as Bala Prasad tries to put a little bit of pressure again. He's still not been able to pass them. Car number 27 running away into the distance into turn number 10 now.
It is car number 27, that's Dhruv Goswami, who's your race leader. Yash has a decent start as well. Started at P2, remember. A good opportunity, a big opportunity for Yash. In the meantime, you can see Aditya Patnaik there making his move. He's on to the 4th position right now, and he's putting a bit of pressure on one of the M Sport cars on that turn. And as and when we get the opportunity, we'll let you know how far and where the others are. Diljit TS, it seems at the moment, is in that mid-pack where you can see 3-4 Dark Dawn cars along with a couple of M Sport cars as well as they come through towards the mid-pack of the final first lap of this race. Remember, an extra formation lap. That means it's dropped down to 19 laps in this race. Now, battle between Aditya Prakash and Patnaik and Ragul Rangasamy. That's car number 76 of Aditya. Ragul just going slightly wide, and Patnaik makes his move and takes the 3rd position.
Aditya Patnaik was really knew that he had to take the toe again. He literally followed him, gave him the bluff again. This is wonderfully done as Dhruv still continues to Yash at number 2. It is Aditya Patnaik at number 4, number 3 right now at the moment. The fastest now is Yash, and we're still looking at Dhruv Goswami making the run for the money. So Yash has a big chance to hold that position on the Rahul Rangasamy at it again. He takes the 3rd back again. It's 1, 2 and 3 Team M Sport. Dark Dawn needs to find a way past him. Car number 44, Diljit, is close on the hunt. Can he really take it on? But behind him is Avi. Behind them is Bala Prashad. Bala Prashad needs to pick his speed up now. We are counting down with 17 laps to go after this one.
Decent start for Diljit TS as well. Remember, started at P8. He's very quickly moved into the top 5 as Diljit TS. Slightly ahead of him is Aditya Patnaik, his teammate. There's a battle between Aditya Patnaik and Ragul Rangasamy going on, while Ragul, the experienced campaigner, will do his best to hold that challenge away. And now on that start-finish straight, it is Aditya Patnaik who's on the outside. He's overtaken Ragul. Ragul coming on the outside now. Diving into that corner, Diljit TS makes his move as well. And now Diljit TS has moved into 4th. Aditya Patnaik moves into 3rd. Ragul drops down to 5th.
Aditya Patnaik and Diljit have moved 2 positions up. Rahul Rangasamy losing 2 positions in 2 corners. Up to turn number 3 now. In quick time, turn number 6 and turn number 7. In quick time, they're up to turn number 8 and 9. It's Aditya Patnaik who's now calling the shot. He is part of the rookies, but then it doesn't really matter because he's really pulling in all hot starts here again. Car number 44. Now trying to line him up for an overtaking medal. It's all about the points that you can count down. Car number 99 now on the offensive. Dhruv Goswami, the fastest at 1:17.701.
Well, he's certainly the two in Dhruv Goswami and Yash Vihan have peeled away from the rest of the pack, and that's allowed them a decent bit of difference, about a good 5.5 seconds. The gap between them, that's Dhruv Goswami, your race leader. He's about good 2 seconds ahead of his teammate in Yash Vihan, and then you see the other remaining chasing pack coming down. It is Aditya Patnaik who's in 3rd. Diljit TS following him in 4th. Ragul there as well now, looking to make his move. Ragul Rangasamy, car number 99, and then you got Bala Prasad as well in the mix of things.
So then, what Rahul Rangasamy is trying to do right now is this is coming down again. This is where we come on as we see them one by one with Rahul Rangasamy now trying to somehow get that again. He was trying and see if he was able to get as close as possible, take advantage of a toe, but now the gap has just extended. He's got to break as late as possible again. So here is your top 5. Dhruv Goswami first, Yash number 2, and it's Aditya Patnaik along with Diljit with Rahul Rangasamy at the top 5. Bala Prashad still fighting it hard on as we see them. Here is car number 44.
And in the meantime, as we speak, Diljit TS has made his move. He's moved up to 3rd now, moving ahead of his teammate Aditya Patnaik. And now Aditya will try and do his best to hold back challenge from Ragul Rangasamy. These are the 3 who start fighting for 3rd, 4th and 5th at the moment. Very close, not much between them, but at the moment in the 3, it is Diljit TS who's ahead. 2nd is Aditya Patnaik, followed by Ragul. Now, this is that once again, the start, straight, finish, straight, and this is where they'll try and make their move at the very end at corner number 1. Now, your race leader, car 27, goes into corner number 1, followed by Yash Vihan, car number 24 in 2nd. Aditya Patnaik once again makes his move and moves into 3rd.
It's car number 99 on the left-handers. He's definitely not attacking, but when it comes to the right-handers, look at them. On the right-handers, you can actually really see him charging in, coming in on the inside, just trying to say nose to engine. All the way down, it's nose to engine. All the way, these three are going to give us a contest all the way through the line. Dhruv Goswami, in the meantime, has pulled up at least a 3-second lead over the top. Now imagine, we've seen this before, if a safety car comes in. Do we get a safety car position? Then it means car number 24 and 27, Dhruv Goswami versus Yash. All the hard work comes undone. And now we will try and get a very, very close look on how the cars are looking now. This is a long trail there. Here is car number 44, still holding back car number 99, charging car number 99. On the inside again, he tried to just look over the shoulder. The space was not there. Here is car number 24 at number 2. Here's car number 76, Aditya Patnaik, Diljit, falling in very closely. Let's follow the cars this time now. Let's see that again. Let's getting into turn number 3. Interesting stuff by car number 24 again. He's holding them back. Interestingly, he's trying to get them as close to Rahul Rangasamy, so he's able to get. Remember, this is a team sport.
Absolutely, and I think the more he holds them back, the more advantage Dhruv Goswami has is trying to extend his lead. He's already about good 4.5 seconds ahead of this chasing pack, and now the pressure is on Yash Vihan as you can see Diljit TS now making his move. Can he hold him off? No, he can't. Diljit has gone on to take second, and now Yash is under pressure from Aditya Patnaik as well. Diljit TS has moved into second. That's the battle. Now Aditya Patnaik moving ahead. Can he take that third position? Yes, he can. The two Dark Dawns have moved into second and third. And this is tremendous from Dark Dawn. Diljit TS now will try and chase down Dhruv Goswami. And I think Aditya Patnaik will try and do his best to hold back the two M Sport that are behind him.
I'm actually surprised that he could have defended a little more harder there. He should have just literally parked that car on the inside line. Exited turn number 12, just kept that hard work then. But Aditya Patnaik kept at it, did not stop again. But look at the way Rahul Rangasamy comes in again. This time, car number 76 will feel a little bit of pressure. Car number 66 is looking the other way around. The track is the other way around. Ashwit Agarwal from Ahura Racing raises his hand again. Are we going to see a safety car on the track? That means the dice has rolled as we see them. So here it is. Dhruv Goswami number 1, Diljit Aditya at number 2 and 3. It's Rahul Rangasamy at number 4. Yash drops down to number 5. Sudden Vikram Tamas quietly moves up to position number 6. It's Mehul Agarwal at number 7 again, so he's having a battle with them. It's Bala Prasad at 8, Avi at 9, and Sarosh is up to position number 10.
Now we'll see the technicians eagerly looking on and seeing and waiting for how the events in the race unfold. But at the moment it is Diljit TS who's in second. Dhruv Goswami is very conveniently moved way ahead, about a good 5.5 seconds the gap between himself and Diljit TS. Diljit TS is followed by Aditya Patnaik and Raghu Rangaswamy. Now then, you see that one of the Ahura cars is parked right in the center of the track. Now, right there, you can see from the drone cam, that's one of the Ahura Racing cars parked right in the center. I'm very sure there will be a yellow flag, and the safety car has been deployed. The safety car we just saw before the start of the race.
Dhruv Goswami is shaking his head.
Sanam Sikho was there, had a quick word with him, and he was hoping that his services are not needed, because every time the safety car comes out, you take the thrill away from racing. That's the beautiful Basalt sits on.
Come on. It's a safety car that just rolls the dice. It just adds that little bit of excitement. Now watch what's going to happen. Dhruv Goswami versus Diljit. You saw the start in the earlier races. He was able to just catch them napping again. Now this is real contest. Now he needs Rahul Rangasamy to put as much pressure on Aditya Patnaik in car number 70, who's currently at number 3. So then, if you've just joined us, what were you doing all this Sunday morning? This is race number 3 for us. It's Dhruv Goswami number 1, Diljit at number 2, Aditya Patnaik at number 3, Rahul Rangasamy is at number 4, Saran Vikram Tamaz at number 5, Mehul Agarwal and Kanaman, there we see him, is at number 6. It's Yash at number 7, Bala Prasad, you can see him in that helmet, is in position number 8. It's Avi. Car number 11 is on position number 9. Sarosh Ataria in car number 42. There is the red car in position number 10. Monit is at position number 11. Abhinav Reddy is in position number 12. Ashok Lal up to 13. Aditya Topo on 14, Avani at number 15, Arush at number 16, and Rashi is on P17. Nityanand at number 18. We will get it on again as the officials look on. Ashwit Agarwal, the only retirement along with Veda Vishnu and Samar. So 3 retirements again. Safety car coming into the pit lane this time around. Last time around, where is he going? Dhruv Goswami is already at it right now. He calculates, he sees the safety car away into the distance. But this time, Diljit is following him through. He needs Rahul Rangasamy for company. He's got only 2 car lengths ahead of him. He's got to get that extension. Remember, you cannot make an overtaking maneuver till you cross that racing line. The racing line is going to approach any moment now. But he comes closer to the wall, trying to get a little more toe again. Rahul Rangasamy is not close enough to really help him out. Car number 76, Aditya Patnaik decides to go a little bit ahead of Diljit. He moves up to second right now. It's a new number 2. Rahul Rangasamy is still trying to close him again. This is a good start by Dhruv Goswami. Could have been a much stronger start.
Well, considering what we saw in the first 2 races, going wide there, one of the drivers, that is, I think, Bala Prasad, car number 10, that's just drifted off the track, but luckily for him, could manage to get back. And now, we saw those couple of restarts during the earlier races from Dhruv Goswami, and I think initially he caught the Dark Dawns napping, but this time, in this race, they were up to the task, and very quickly, they rejoined and made sure that Dhruv does not get away too far with the restart this occasion. And now you can see it is Aditya Patnaik who's in second. Pressure on Diljit TS from Rahul Rangasamy, who's in the car number 99, yellow car, and he is in 4th. So still, all that lead that Dhruv Goswami had gathered and built up, it's all been wiped out, taken away from that safety car deployment.
I would definitely like to mention 2 things. It's really nice to see 2 young rising talent. Dhruv Goswami, the last year's rookie champion. Aditya Patnaik, who moved in from a Rotax champion, is now taking on that entire grid. We just saw Hari Singh and Sunny Kumar having a very close eye. Remember, track limits is always going to be watched. So car number 11 versus car number 24. This is a very interesting battle. Yash and versus car number 18, which is Monith Kumaran. Making sure we get a battle for the fight for the 7th, 8th and the 9th. But right in front, Dhruv is still running away. He's trying to extend that lead again. Car number 69 showing us how a drift is done. But he should be able to join the grid back again. I hope he's okay in that car, because that was a little bit of a worry for us there. This is the way it is going to be. Car number 27 still in the lead now.
Arush doing a 360 there and then rejoining the race. A little tap on the helmet for himself, saying, what have I done? But all's well there as well. There he is, car number 69. That's
Arush
what happened there
well
in corner number 1. Now then, it is a comfortable race so far for Dhruv Goswami, although not so much for Aditya Patnaik, Diljit TS and Rahul. And you can see Mehul Agarwal in the meantime is also trying to make his move. And in fact, he's now moved in to 4th as Mehul Agarwal getting ahead of Rahul Rangasamy. Now Rahul sandwich between Mehul and Saran Vikram. This is the challenge. The front 5, as you can see, Dhruv Goswami, Diljit TS now moves into 2nd. And Aditya Patnaik drops into 3rd. Now Saran Vikram making his move. Can he hold on the inside?
3 cars abreast at the same turn. Can you believe that?
Saran Vikram who manages to sneak ahead and moves into 4th.
Saran Vikram, 3 cars to Brestwood, unbelievable stuff. You know, one thing we sometimes forget what Saran Vikram brings to the track again. Rahul Rangasamy was trying to break the he followed him. And then when Rahul Rangasamy came to the right, he literally came closer to the wall and literally took away the position again. Saran Vikram Ramaz brings his stuff again. Whoa, my word, it looks so dramatic. There is mud on the track, and our marshals will look to hurry that up and have a close eye on that. Car number 44 is now possibly searching for one word, and that is space.
Absolutely. I think during the earlier races, I spoke to Diljit and he said, yeah, M
They are
Sports
nervous.
looks very, very fast.
They're nervous. Look at them. And that is Vizhari saying, along with Amit Vakshare on his right and Anil on the left again. They are having a very, very close look. Just to announce very clearly, remember track limits. You've got to get at least one wheel behind that white line or two wheels behind that white line. You go away on the track limits twice, it's warning. Third time, you are going to get yourself a 3-second penalty. Fourth time, 4-second penalty. So they've been very, very harsh. They're going to be very, very strict as far as track limits are concerned. You just have 2 warnings, and from the third one onwards, you really start counting the penalties and bring out the calculators.
Well, just more than halfway through the race. That's car number 77. That is Aditya Topo's race ending right there. Aditya Topo, the lad who comes from Bhopal of Avalanche Racing. That's the end of the race for him. Now look at that. Battle between an M Sport Uhuru Racing, and that's one of the M Sport as well. That's gone out. Will he be able to rejoin? That is car number 24, and that is Yash Vihan. He started at P2, although he's dropped further down the grid, but
I just
lucky to rejoin the race after that little turn.
I thought it was more of a gear change that he would have possibly got caught. You get carried away in that particular moment. You know you got to be very clear. Wow, it's nice to see legends. Vidya Prakash, the president of the Coimbatore Sports Club, JP is also there. They're all possibly passing on notes saying that maybe I could have taken that turn faster. But there is car number 27. Thankfully, things are working for him right now. The doctor couple from Bengaluru are seeing their son on the sidelines. The last year's rookie champion. Can he be the champion this year? That is Mr. Sandeep Kumar and the former president of the FMSCI, Mr. Akbar Ibrahim, looking on.
But it does seem there was a yellow flag for that corner initially with the drivers putting their hands up. But now it's only for that corner, not for the entire race. And now you can see breaking a bit hard there was Aditya Patnaik. He still remains in second. About a good couple of seconds, about 2.5 seconds behind Dhruv Goswami, who's the race leader. Saran Vikram is very quietly and quickly moved into 4th, with Mehul dropping down to 5th and Raghul in 6th position. You can see with every passing lap, they're just trying to build that gap a little more. Is Dhruv Goswami. He's looked very comfortable earlier in race 1 and race 2, and the moment he starts to lead the race, it seems that every lap he's just getting a little further away if you're driving in 2nd position.
Saran is close to attacking on Diljit right now. Again, he just got to follow the toe again. Diljit knows how it's coming in. Afsar is proud of what he's seeing on the track, but he wants to get car number 27. Here the silver cars are performing. Saran Vikram diamonds on the inside. No pace there. No space there, but he's got to follow him through again. Car number 44, Diljit. The former LGB champion is done well to hold it back. 6 laps of the race are about to go. In the meantime, Saran Vikram Tamaz, Monit Kumaran have set their personal best. The fastest man on the track at the moment is still Dhruv Goswami, 1:17.618, set in lap number 3. But then this is the second part of the race after the safety car.
Well, Saran Vikram is having a right crack at Diljit TS in the background, although Diljit does ever so well to close that window of opportunity. Mehul also having a crack at Saran Vikram. So it's a great battle going on for 3rd, 4th and 5th between Diljit TS. Mehul now on the inside, moves ahead of Saran Vikram, moving into 4th is Mehul Agarwal. Saran Vikram drops down to 5th, but I'm very sure that will not be the final standings because Saran will continue to go hammer and tongs at the 3 dark dawns that are ahead of him.
In the meantime, Saran Vikram Tamaz is going to be challenged by Rahul Rangasamy to come in. The pace is not there. 76. Oh, that was very close to the track limit. That was very close. Aditya Patnaik, we're watching you. It was just one wheel just on the white line. Remember, 4 wheels off. It will be counted as a strike. You got to be extremely careful. Turn 16 and turn 1 are the places where we've seen the most number of times the 4 wheels are crossing the white line. Without further ado, it's 76, still playing with fire.
Absolutely. He's trying to reduce that gap between himself. It's always great to see young fans and supporters at the racetrack cheering on their favorite stars. As now Saran Vikram is making a move on the Mehul. You saw that in the background. Once again, smoke coming out of the behind left of Aditya Patnaik's car and eagerly watching the technicians. Let's see if their prayers can be answered.
I was just looking at Aditya Patnaik just making that turn into turn 11. I almost thought he was possibly copying Diljit the way he turns in. It's so much common that these guys are learning from each other. And then there was earlier, the last year's champion, Tijal Rao used to do the same thing. Drift and turn at the same time. Car number 27 is now extended that lead to 2.27 as far as the last lap is concerned. This time around, he's going to extend it a little further. It is 2.3 seconds now.
So like we said, every passing lap, he's just shaving that lead a little more every time. And that certainly is not good signs for the pack that's following him, with Aditya Patnaik in second, Diljit is in third, Mehul Agarwal is in fourth, Saran Vikram, he's got a decent race, he's moved into fifth, the top five. Rahul will not be happy. Remember, started at P3, he's dropped down to sixth at the moment. And if we talk about the front three, it is Dhruv Goswami, Aditya Patnaik and Diljit TS, your race leaders at the moment. Oh, slightly, a little bit of problem there for Aditya Patnaik, but controls the car and stays inside. In fact, now Mehul Agarwal has moved into third as we speak. Diljit TS dropping down to fourth. Well, the Dark Dawns are fighting them themselves. And have a hint that Saram Vikram will now have a crack at Diljit TS as we go further down into that race. We've had 15 laps done. This is the 16th underway. After this, we'll have 3 more laps.
Even the timekeeper is standing. He's like, what's going on here? Car number 9, track limits. Watch out, my friend. Mehul Agarwal is now taking on 76. Diljit will play the smarter role. He'll more about damage limited. Just stick to that position at the moment at number 4. So, and keep Saran Vikram Tamaz and Rahul Rangasamy at bay. He will let Aditya Patnaik and Mehul Agarwal take it on. Mehul Agarwal on the outside could have a chance to move up to number 2 again. Rahul Rangasamy on the inside. Saran Vikram Tamaz has just moved up to position number 4 and he's done that in style. So it's Dhruv 1, Aditya 2, Mehul 3 at Saran 4 at the moment, and this could change very quickly.
Absolutely. I think for a fraction of a second it was Ragul who's moved into 5th.
Let's watch this.
And Diljit TS has dropped down to 6th now. The battle between Mehul and Aditya Patnaik. Aditya holds on well, and Diljit TS, yes, he has dropped down to 6th. Ragul has moved up to 5th. And Saran Vikram is now in the 4th. The battle between the teammates of Aditya Patnaik and Mehul Agarwal is heating up here at the Kari Motor Speedway.
Aditya Patnaik really had to shun that car into that turn just to block him, shut the door very rudely on him. Now, Mehul Agarwal will have to follow him. He's got 2 laps. After this one, we are entering the penultimate lap. Dhruv Goswami looks back. He's already stretched it to a 2.8 second lead now. Now, Mehul Agarwal, there is a chance to get back onto the podium again. He's on the outside. Aditya Patnaik on the inside. He just puts that car where Mehul Agarwal has no space to overtake. He's got to follow him there again. Now try and get that car into that turn very quickly. Just line it up just before the chicane, and on the back straight you will have that momentum, a little bit more toe. Mehul has that toe at the moment. He's got to keep following him all the way through again. The road goes up on the inside. He's got to come on the outside. He comes out on the side now. Mehul has done so far. All he's got to do is just close that curb very quickly in. But Aditya Patnaik still defending, braking late as ever. Well done by Aditya Patnaik. He's keeping it tight again. But Mehul Agarwal still not giving up.
Absolutely brilliant racing lines from Aditya Patnaik, making sure that he's not allowing his teammate Mehul Agarwal to overtake him. And while you can see there's just nothing between the 2 cars, the gap is almost non-existent. On the inside now, Mehul trying to make his move, but once again Aditya Patnaik doing ever so well to hold on to his line, not opening that window and allowing Mehul to make his overtaking move. Now coming in.
It could come to Mehul Agarwal's advantage now because he's got to be as close to the wall again. This is the last lap. Mehul has worked hard. Finally, can the fortune shine on him? Aditya Patnaik on the outside, Mehul on the inside. Who will turn first? Mehul turns first. Saran Vikram goes past. And so does Rahul Rangasamy, goes past Aditya Patnaik. But here comes Mehul Agarwal fighting back again. Saran Vikram puts that car into that car over over the curbs again. They touch. So does Rahul Rangasamy. Three-way come around again. This is going to be talked about it. But Mehul Agarwal ran away in with that second position when the time came. But Dhruv Goswami ahead from Team M Sport. What a race. What a drama on the last lap. Can Saran Vikram Tamas take the third?
Well, he's moved into third. I think on that corner, he's gone off the track for a moment, did Aditya Patnaik. And when he rejoined third. So he's obviously allowed Saran Vikram to move ahead of him. And so also Raghu Rangasamy. Otherwise, he might get...
That. There you go again. He's coming in on the inside on the Rahul Rangasamy. Watch him on the inside now as he cuts it in. He's trying to line him up for the overtaking maneuver as he sees them. Going ahead on the inside. Dhruv Goswami should now take the checkered flag. It's still not over. We could see Rahul Rangasamy come on the outside. Can you come in? This is where no, Saran Vikram Tamas takes the third. And Dhruv Goswami punches his fist up in the air.
So 3 out of 3 for Dhruv Goswami. That's a very, very good weekend for him, for M Sport as well. Although valuable points for Mehul Agarwal and Dark Dawn in that race. You can see the delight. He's already celebrating. He's celebrating with his rival, and that shows you how well these guys are friends off the track. Rivals on the track maybe, but they are decent, definitely friends off it. Great weekend for Dhruv Goswami. 3 out of 3. Mehul settling in for second, and a terrific result for Saran Vikram Tamas, who comes in and takes the third place on the podium.
You were talking about Rahul Rangasamy's move on the inside. That move didn't come off. In turn number 14 and turn number 13, he was just trying to be there. But Saran Vikram Tamas is a very smart operator. He knows on the last lap, he knows how to cover those lines. It was this particular turn where we expected more drama there. So then, has Saran Vikram Tamas done well enough for himself to finish at number 3? Damage limitation for car number 44, Diljit.
I think Aditya Patnaik will also be fairly disappointed that one wrong move at corner 1 of the last lap allowed the likes of Saran Vikram and Raghul to move ahead of him and take that third position. Saran moved into third, but what a weekend for Dhruv Goswami.
So then, here comes car number 27. Dhruv Goswami from Team M Sport puts his head down, looks up to the heavens. He knows he's done this well. Jump out of that car, young man. Stand on top of it if you want to. He's done it. Hey, look at that celebrations. Just raw emotions. He knows he's done this well. That's Mehul's dad. Look at the camaraderie, the family share as well. Just coming around to congratulate. We got to thank all the parents around it. They've done well to really support their kids to pick up sport, which really requires a higher epitome of discipline. Dhruv Goswami number 1, Mehul Agarwal number 2, Saran Vikram Tamas at number 3. So it's 3 different racing teams that are on the podium. It's M Sport, Dark Dawn and Mars Racing at 1, 2 and 3 respectively. 1, 2 and 3 respectively. Oh my word, what a race we've had here today. And as Tamas Racing takes the third, Saran Vikram Tamas takes the third. This has been at a fabulous time at race number 3. 3 different racing teams are on the podium today. This is your winning car, car number 27, the LGB Formula 4. Karthik is ready. Oh, Karthik, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Okay. Just like a false start, sometimes for the cars, we also have technical issues to deal with. The LGB Formula 4 car number 46 being retrieved. I hope the driver is okay. Nityanand Ilumalai from Team Dark Dawn Racing is coming in. Let's try that again. Karthikeyan, can you hear us?
Right now, we are here with the man of the weekend. It is none other than Dhruv Goswami. A 3 out of 3 for you. A perfect weekend?
I would say, yeah, 3 out of 3 race wins on track. But yeah, the last race was just, keeping my calm, keeping cool, and just brought the car home in P1.
Wonderful. When the safety car came out, all your lead had evaporated. Concerns for a moment then?
Not really. I just knew that I had the pace and I could defend, and yeah, I was just really confident thanks to Nandana, Sureshana, Ragulana, and Mutuana, and also Fayaz sir. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Congratulations on a terrific weekend. Enjoy your day off now.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Now moving on to Mehul Agarwal, who's finished second. Mehul of Dark Dawn. Mehul, happy with the result?
Yeah, very happy. It was a difficult race. We ended up with a good result. I started 9th, finished 2nd. So, I mean, yeah, I overtook all the, legends of the sport and the way. I overtook Ragul, Diljit, Saran. I mean, it was just an amazing race for me. So, yeah, I'm very happy with the result.
Happy with the car? It seems there's something missing, a bit of pace missing in the Dark Dawn. Something that you'd want to work on for the next round?
Yeah, definitely. This time we were a little blindsided by M Sports race pace. But, we all know of his fighting spirit and Dark Dawn's team spirit. So I'm pretty sure we'll have an answer for them in the next round.
Wonderful. Congratulations on yet another podium position, and good luck for the next round. Now we're moving on to our second runner-up, and that is none other than Saran Vikram Samazia. Saran, congratulations. A terrific result. Brilliant race. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a good race. It was an exciting race. I started the race from 10th on the grid, and yeah, we were having some very good fight. We were passing each other, and we didn't know who was going to win or who was going to come in the podium. So it was that tough. And yeah, as usual, I would like to thank JK for having this event and RPPL and IRL for all this. And it's been creating such a good environment where we compete against each other fairly. And yeah, this is what a close fight looks like. I mean, hope you guys all enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely. Love the race. And I think the best part is probably the rookies and the professionals together. And the rookies are not just here to make the numbers. How impressed are you with that?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I mean, yeah, I started the race from the 10th on the grid, which means I had a few rookies that I raced with. I mean, they're very good, they're very cautious about what they're doing, and they're learning pretty much, and they're learning very fast. I mean, these guys are fast. It's not an easy task we just name them rookie, but they're not actually rookies, they're just phenomenally fast, and it's very tough. I mean, this is the toughest grid in the entire country, so that's how it is.
Absolutely. I think you've got your task cut out. Congratulations on yet another podium finish, Saran.
And I would like to thank Coimbatore Speedway and LG Sports as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. So that was Saran Vikram. Now, as you know, it is Dhruv Goswami who's gone on to win 3 out of 3. Once again, taking the checkered flag. Mehul Agarwal coming in second of Dark Dawn. And Saran Vikram taking the third place on the podium.
good ride comfort, good steering, precise, good handling, very linear.
Even at 90 kilometers an hour, there was hardly any slip, and the side grip is pretty incredible. And I think that's something that stands out from this tire. That's an ultra premium tire.
I felt was max comfort, super light steering.
Right, then these are the highlights of the race that's just concluded. Race number 3 of the LGB Formula. Yeah, starting at P1 and P2. It was P1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for M Sport, and a very good start there for Dhruv Goswami, car number 27. In fact, Raghul also was in the mix of things, along with Yash, who started at P2. Decent start for the likes of Aditya Patnaik, car number 76. Diljit TS also was looking to move up the ranks, along with Mehul and Pala Prasad. As you can see very clearly, they moved up ahead and opened up a gap as Raghul was looking to hold off the challenge from Aditya Patnaik. Aditya then going on the outside and taking the third position away from Raghul Rangasamy. Now, breaking in hard on that first corner at the end of the lap. We had 2 formation laps, so this 20-lap race was cut down to 19. And then there you can see that is Yash, who was under pressure from Aditya Patnaik, along with Diljit TS, car number 27. That's Dhruv Goswami, very comfortably going on to take the race lead. And he was followed by his teammate, Yash. And Raghul, car number 99, doing all he could to hold that pack behind and allow a free run for his team members in Dhruv, along with Yash. Challenges came in from Diljit TS, challenges came in from Aditya Patnaik. And there you can see car number 44, that's Diljit TS, tailed by Aditya Patnaik and Raghul Rangasamy. By this time, both the Dark Dons had moved ahead of Raghul. Raghul made a futile effort to try and hold these two back, but that was never going to happen and never going to materialize for 19 or 20, 18 odd laps. Although he did what was needed, and that gave Dhruv Goswami a clear run way ahead of the rest of the pack. As you can see, Diljit is now there making his move, coming in on the inside, overtaking Aditya Patnaik to move on to third position. And there you see moved ahead of Diljit TS, along with Aditya Patnaik as well. We're cutting the highlights to take you to live pictures with the prize distribution ceremony taking place. That is Hari Singh on the right there, head of motorsports operations and now also safety with JK Tyre. Saran Vikram Thomas taking third place. And then you've got Mehul Agarwal from Dark Dawn taking the second place on that podium. And making it 3 out of 3, the man for the weekend. It is Dhruv Goswami once again taking the checkered flag and going on to take the race win. 3 out of 3 for Dhruv Goswami. From receiving the trophy from the legendary Hari Singh. Mehul Agarwal of Dark Dawn is another podium place for him. Coming in second in race number 3 here. And the young boy who I just called the man of the weekend. 3 out of 3 for Dhruv Goswami. A very, very happy Dhruv Goswami. He's going to go home and enjoy. That's Nanda Nagaraj's tuner. Even during the post-race, he said, I'd like to thank Nandana. And they've done very well. I think he's completely in sync with his car. And it seems like he's taken like a fish to water with that car. Remember, a rookie champion last year. And now getting the first position in race number 3 here. You can see the delight in M Sport team's faces. You can see how happy they are with this result. And delighted is Mehul Agarwal along with Saran Vikram. So it's Dhruv Goswami who takes first, Mehul Agarwal coming in second, and Saran Vikram taking the third place on that podium. Family, friends, all here. And now we head back to the highlights of the race. The safety car was deployed because one of the Ahura Racing cars had slipped as it had got onto the track. Then the safety car went in and the lead that Dhruv Goswami had built had evaporated. We remember the first 2 races, Dhruv had gotten a very good start, but this time Dark Dawns were up to the task. They were not caught napping, and very quickly they were caught on his heels. Although he was very fast in that car, was Dhruv Goswami, so there was not much of an issue for him as he went on to establish that 1 second lead very, very quickly. Now then, the 2 Dark Dawns of LGTS along with Aditya Patnaik were battling it out. They were tailed by Raghu Rangaswamy, who was in 4th. Raghu, the experienced campaigner. There you see Balaprasad, car number 10, diving on the inside. And this is where one of that incident happened with Avalanche car. Just a little touch with Ahura. And one more incident on that back straight end, and this is where Saran Vikram was having a right track at Raghu Rangaswamy along with Mehul Agarwal. Saran Vikram did ever so well when they started on the mid pack in the grid, if I'm correct, around 10th is where he started, and then moved his way, clawed his way up to eventually get onto that podium finish. Brilliant from Dhruv Goswami, no problem for him. As you can see, even with the safety car, the lead was shaved off, but he still continued, and within a few laps, he had built on his lead once more with the 2 Dark Dawns facing. That was car number 24 of Yash, who started at P2, but eventually had dropped down a few places, rejoined the race. And there, Aditya Patnaik braking hard, being chased by his teammate, the experienced Diljit TS. And from the drone view, you can see the gap between 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As Saran Vikram had moved ahead of Ragul, and Ragul had dropped down to 6th. You can see car number 99 way back. That's Raghu Rangaswamy. Car number 9, Mehul Agarwal, making his move on Diljit TS, coming on the inside, and took that position away, moved ahead, and now he was challenging Aditya Patnaik for that 2nd spot was Mehul Agarwal, while Saran Vikram also there in 5th, was now right hot on the heels of this. This is where the pressure, relentless pressure from Mehul came in, and was a bit too much for the youngster in Aditya Patnaik. Although he did ever so well on that occasion, he would not allow Mehul Agarwal to pass, hold on to his line. At any window of opportunity for Mehul Agarwal to try and overtake. There you can see Mehul continuously pressurizing the young man, but here at the back as the battle going on between Mehul along with Aditya Patnaik. This is where Mehul made his move. Aditya went slightly wide on that turn, which allowed Saran Vikram and Ragul to come in, although he had gone off the track. So I think he did the right thing in allowing Saran Vikram and Ragul to move ahead of him. Otherwise, obviously, there might have been a penalty coming his way. and that's where he led the two in Saran Vikram and Raghu move ahead. But by the time Mehul Agarwal had moved well into that second position, he was a few seconds ahead of the chasing pack. Saran Vikram by that time had moved into third. Now you can see the white car, car number 33 of Saran Vikram. Mehul there on the right, car number 9 in second, and once again through that final corner. Celebrations already begun for young Dhruv Goswami to take the checkered flag and goes on to win the race number 3. So that's all we have in the 28 JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship Round 1 from the Kari Motor Speedway. Do remember to join us for championship round number 2, which is in September from 26th to 28th September. See you then. Till then, have a good night and enjoy your time. And we will see you very, very soon.